All right, so here it does say that W is an nth root of unity. So straight from that, we know, and something not to forget, because often you have to use that. So we know W to the power of n equals 1, and it does say W is not equal to 1. So remember, when we do expand, so if I take that and put it all on one side, remember you can actually expand that. So that's W minus 1, common thing is to expand it. Actually, I'll do it the other way. Sorry. I'll do, let's put it on the other side so it looks nice. So I'll put 0 here and I'll put 1 minus W to the n. Now that is the same as 1 minus W, 1 plus. So when you have the minus already, then everything becomes plus in that other bracket when we expand it. So you can see that when we expand that, we're going to get the first term and the last term, and the other in-between terms are going to keep cancelling each other out. So we've got the 1 and we've got the minus, oops, pen not working, minus W to the power of n, and all the other terms, you just try it out or remember that the other terms will cancel each other out. So that expansion is important because it said that W is not 1, so since W is not equal to 1, that means when I put W into here, into the second bracket, because remember we've got it equals 0 over here, so it must be the second bracket that when I sub the W in, that equals 0. So that's just going to be handy to remember, probably. All right, let's have a look at the actual question. So by expanding the left-hand side, so let's expand that left-hand side. So we would do left-hand side equals, and let's times everything in this bracket by W first. So we're going to get the W, we're going to get 2W squared, we're going to get 3W cubed, 4W to the 4. So we're going to get all of that, all the way up to n, W to the n. Now let's times everything by this minus 1, everything in that first bracket. So I'm just going to go down here. So I've got minus 1 outside everything in that first bracket. Sorry, the pen is not working again. All right. Now you can see there that you're going to get this minus 1. Let's put that minus 1 there. But the next term there would be, that's a minus 2W, and so if we take this W and minus 2W, we'll get minus W, and then we'll get a minus 3W squared, and there's a positive 2W squared, so that's a minus W squared. So that'll keep happening. We're going to go minus all the way up to, let's have a look at this one, the one before the last term, which is our n minus 1 W to the n minus 1, and here we've got n lots of W to the n minus 1s. So again, we're going to get minus W to the n minus 1. So that leaves us just with that term there now. So plus nW to the power of n, and of course, if I just put that minus outside, factorized by the negative, we're going to go all the way up to our n minus 1 there before we have well, actually this is going to be n. We already know that W to the power of n equals 1, so this is n times 1. I might even put here, since W to the n equals 1. Oops. All right, so that's just going to be the n on the end. And here we've got minus. Now, that's this bracket here. Yes? So, because that is all equal to 0, that's minus 0 plus, plus n. I don't know why it doesn't work there. So, that's just going to give us an n. All right, so that's part A.